Guys, good evening. Welcome to my vlog again. Wala tayong mag-like, syempre. Hindi ko siya ma-like. Wala tayong mag-live. Asan ba ako? Kaya gising ko lang, kaya pula yung mata ko. Naguba din, naguba. Ay. Ayan. Hello sa ating 2 million viewers dyan. Comment kayo, baba nyo yung bahay nyo para mabigyan ko kayo ng extra. Mga extrang banana. Oy, thank you so much for the 4 million people. Ano kaya guys, magbaba kayo ng bahay nyo. Kasi bibigyan ko kayo ng extra. Thank you so much. Ito na. Baba kayo ng bahay ha. Matagal tong live ko na to. Kaya marami tayong mapag-uusapan. Thank you so much sa patamsak niyo. Hello, Miss Jera Fresi. Sino kaya to? Dito pala. Kanino ka kayang anino? Tumsak ko. Ay. Antok na ako. Oh, salamat sa 4 million ha. Baka malubat ako bigla. Babahin yung bahay nyo para ano mapuntahan ko. Just drop your... Teka na. Tingnan ko kung maganda. Ayan, maganda. Baba kayo ng bahay nyo, guys. Thank you so much for the 6 million. Thank you. Thank you. Baklang-bakla yung buhok ko, eh. Ang haggard naman ng face ko. Hindi talaga ako sanay walang balbas tsaka bigote, oy. Para akong ano, sitaw. Buto ng sitaw. Hindi ko ata na-on yung ano nito. Ay, na-on ko pala. Kasi meron ako nakita dito sa kabila na gano'n na nga. Matutulog na sana ako kaya lang 8 pa lang. Baka mamaya yung kinain ko. 6 million? Sino kaya itong mga nandyan? Matamsak bion. Sa mga hindi pa nakatamsak. Tamsak bi. Oy. Aha. Ganun pa lang. Thank you. Para kung wala akong balbas, oy. Tangit. Ay. Shout out to Miss Olivia XX Extra Small. Hello, ma'am. Nagkakang po yung laptop ko. Kaya hindi ko kayo mapin agad. Sarita Kanwal sing. Yeah, my friend. Sorry I can't sing because I still have sore throat. I had acid reflux until now. I'm still under medication. Sarita, hello. Thank you so much for coming in. Please do hit thumbs up. I only have one. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming in. Good evening or good morning. It's already almost 9 here in the Philippines as of the moment. Thank you so much for coming in. If you do have some extra, feel free to dikit in host. Ay, Sir Omar, kumusta? Sir Omar, Assalamualaikum. Assalamualaikum, Sir. Kumusta? Saan ka na? Andiyan ka pa sa Saudi hanggang ngayon? Grabe ka, ang tibay mo. Kumusta, Sir Omar? Mali pala ang posisyon ng laptop ko. Dapat dito wait lang. Dapat dito siya. Dapat dito. Kaya lang kasi before. Hello guys. Good morning. You know what? I will tell you something. That there's so many guys who know me asking why I stopped working overseas and I decided to be for good here in the Philippines. Actually guys, there's so many things I was trying to consider but I had it well slim pranks me. Pring. Sir Omar, nakita ko sa Sir John dito sa sa Bulacan. Nasa palengke kami, tapos nagkasalubong kami, naka-shades ako noon eh. Hindi niya ako nakilala. Tapos sabi ko sa kanya, "Oy Sir Jun, kumusta?" Tapos tigil siya kasi hindi niya ako makilala, naka-shades ako para kasi akong artista. Char. Tapos yun, kami. Sabi ko, "Sir Jun, si Marimar ka ako." Tapos sabi niya, "Ay, andun ka pa?" Sabi ko, "Wala na." Tapos ayun. Sabi niya, namatayan kasi kami. Namatayan daw sila dito sa Bulacan, tsuhin niya. Bisita lang siya dito. Taga Batangas pala si Sir John. Taga Batangas pala siya. Well, thank you all so much for coming in and having every seconds of your time with me. It's very important. Who's that? Okay. I thought there's someone sent me a message. And very watch all. Hello guys, thank you for 7 million in the house. Please hit like button for me guys, or drop a comment so that I can shout you out. Thank you so much for coming in. Jera Fesi, Jim Alimpolos, Jessica, Emanueli, hello. And then Olivia, Sarita, Mark Khalid, Sir Omar. I can't make a lot of vlogs today guys because I was almost inside our house. I'm new here in Bulacan and I'm still exploring everything. English yan English hindi, English. Sige na, kang uy Sir Umar, magsalita ka dyan, oy. Kalog ka. Ito, cellphone ko, oy. Ano ito, napindot ko. Yeah. Mag-apply pa ako sir pagka may inaayos pa kasi ako dito sa may inaayos pa kasi kami dito sa Bulacan, kaya ganon, hindi pa ako maka-apply at hindi ko alam kung mag-a-apply pa ba ako kasi ang dami kong isasakripisyo. Char na. Para akong ano, no? Para akong lalaki. Magsuot na sana akong ano, damit ng babae, pero barilin ako. Char lang. Kalma lang tayo. Kalma. Baby, kalma. Kalma. Hello, Cathy. Shout out to you, Cathy. Cathy meow meow. Oh, my phone is moving. Hello. Jeweler. Oh my god, my phone is... It's very flickerings. Too much movement in the phone tonight. Why? Why like this? Why too much? Why too much movement? Thank you so much for 5 million. Guys, don't be ashamed to drop some donations. Gcash. No, I'm just kidding. Why I'm very ugly? It's very ugly. Okay, I think much better here. I start I am starting do vlogs and live, most especially because um, I need to work my vlogs too. What was that? Oh, I still have 3 million over there, huh? Nice, nice. Nice. I think oh, again 7 million. Hello guys. Good evening. Thank you all so much for coming in, huh? If you want to be shout out, drop your names, and if you do have uh, if you do have channels, drop your link. And if there's someone you want to shout out to, like your friends, your mom, your brother, your boyfriend, tell me. Feel free to drop a message, and I will do shout out for you guys. Feel free. Don't be ashamed, because being ashamed is not okay. Sometimes we have to be ashamed, but most of the time we don't have to. You don't need to be ashamed, because yeah. Oh my god. Is there any of you guys there wants to drink coffee? Actually guys, today, this time of my life, I still miss working in Overdose Coffee Shop. Yeah, I learned so much, and I met a lot of friends, and then I experienced things which makes me more stronger, and me wiser, and to be wiser in the future, when time comes and I'll be working again, especially overseas. Oh, it's 9 million. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. It was just like I'm not comfortable today because I shaded my mustache and balbas. Beard and mustache, I shaded it. I cannot. Yes. So hard to speak English, guys. Oh, thank you so much for 9 million. Drop your link, guys. Why are not dropping your links? It means that you are all my subscriber, uh, who was who has a full support to me during my life, during my blog. Maybe you are those who were watching my videos, stay my vlogs. It's support. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Why are they not messaging? Huh? My eyes is very red. Reddish. Uh, I sleep late this afternoon and then 6 o'clock, heavy rainfall and with thunder and storm. I go out and took a bath again. But before I go to bed, before 6 o'clock, I already took a bath and I was ready to take a rest. But during the rain, I decided to go out and enjoy the rain. After that, I eat a lot and now I felt very sleepy. And you know what, guys? I only want to share to you all that I have uh, I have this GERD or acid reflux. I do have it. The cause of this is that the unhealthy eating habits, especially when going to bed, like me, because most of the time I can't sleep early if I don't take vitamins or if I'm not tired. I can stay awake the whole night. Maybe because my body clock is in balance because working overseas and then I'm here in the Philippines. It's very different. So there are nights that I cannot go to bed, that I stay awake the whole night. So what I'm doing is I was eating a lot, drinking coffee a lot, and then after eating uh, I felt I want to take a nap. Like it's very nice feeling. You will have a feeling of you can sleep after eating. So that's what I'm doing. After I eat, I sleep, which it causes some negative in my stomach, which it cause GERD or acid reflux in my stomach. Ang hirap mag-English, guys. Well, it's a part of life. And you know what? I'm not taking medicine. Like when I feel this when I was in Saudi, and I went to pharmacy and asked for the assistance of the pharmacist, and he gave me a medicine. I chew it, I swallow it, and after maybe 3 minutes, my stomach is okay. But here, no, I have to study my feelings. I have to study what I feel, the food, what's happening, what I'm doing. I have to study it my own and try to fix it. And I made it because if I eat a lot before every dinner, like for example this night I eat a lot, be sure tomorrow early morning, like a dawn or 3 o'clock in the morning or 2 o'clock in the morning, I will be awake because of my cough, heavy cough, like dry cough, almost like I'm swelling and I got tear eyes and I can't breathe. Those are the symptoms of um, infection. Like it's not infection actually, it's just that an acid. That means that the acid in my stomach flows up, especially when I sleep on the left side of my shoulder, not in the right side. But the proper sleeping, when you have a GERD or acid reflux or heartburn, it should be on the right side. I already tested it how many times to sleep on my left side, and maybe after 10 minutes or 5 minutes I had a cough because the acid is flowing out. It's a leak from my stomach going out to my sore throat, my esophagus, and makes it a bit itchy because I have an allergy in food, especially something like that. There's a chemical reaction the fluid inside my stomach, and it flows out, going to my esophagus, and um it causes dry cough to me, especially uh early morning. So last night I had experience again twice. I wake up because of my cough. I can't breathe. I was catching my breath. I was tapping my chest and my esophagus because I can't breathe. Because last night I eat a lot, and I go to bed while I'm still full. I think my food, my taken my the food that I took that I ate, maybe it's not digested well yet, and then I go to bed early. So I had a cough last night. That's why my face today is like tired, because my sleep is not good, and then the whole day I didn't take a nap. I just working there, working here, going to market, going back home. It's very hot, and I can't sleep because it's very hot here in the Philippines today. It's we're already in the transition of, like, from summer to from hot weather into rainy weather. So, and you know that we don't have air condition here, and like while I'm in Middle East, everything is, you have an air condition. So I have a comfortable feelings when I'm taking rest. And it's my first time to have cough, guys. Maybe after 20 years, I don't have a cough. I didn't experience any, like, fever, no, cough, no. I just had a very hard for me to cut. I had experience. I only had imbalance when it comes to catching my breath when I took the so I call this one the virus vaccine. Yes, I have that during the first shot of my vaccine in COVID-19. That was 2 years ago. No, 3 years ago, when I was in Santa Rosa, because today I was here in Bulacan. And you know what, guys? In line with that vaccine, when I was in Saudi Arabia, I took my first and second shot here in the Philippines. I have my green card, I have my vaccine card. I went to Saudi Arabia, and when I got there, uh I took my booster, and I had to register the vaccine proof, those cards, when I got there in Saudi Arabia. But guys, the process here and there is has a big difference. It's very, like, it takes time when it comes to processing in Saudi Arabia. So I didn't work for maybe 1.5 month waiting for my. They have this Tawakal na. It's an application wherein it states your status, your vaccine status. When you were a workers like me, I was working in a coffee shop. The status should be in green, but my application is not working because I took my vaccine here, and it's very hard for them. The It's not fast. I felt a bit depressed. So I had to take, actually, I took another vaccine in Saudi Arabia. I booked a schedule in the local clinic there, and then I had the first shot. Uh, the health officer told me to wait for the availability of the second shot schedule. So when I got the second shot schedule and went back to the clinic, the doctor told me that what they are going to give me is a second dose of booster. But supposedly it should be the second shot of Moderna, because I got here
Pfizer for the first shot, Pfizer for the second shot. When I got there, Moderna was the supposedly the first shot, Moderna, and then I went back for the second shot, which is Moderna again. But the doctor told me, "Oh, you already have a record here. What we will give you is the second shot of booster." So I just keep quiet because I don't want any problem. Because if I'm going to explain what happened to me, it might be, you know, questioned, or because those things in Middle East is very crucial. And then after and aside from that, guys, I called the health department in Saudi Arabia, because government agencies in Saudi Arabia, when you were have a concern, it's very accessible. Like, you can you can call directly. Like, for example, for me, the Department of Health, I called them personally. Like, I had a personal call to them, and then they are answering all my concern. And then I told them, why is it that uh, my vaccine documents from Philippines, it's very hard to be approved in Saudi Arabia? And they're telling me, sir, it's in process, it's in process. If only I know I didn't take the first shot of Moderna, because we don't know the effect of those vaccine. And you still, you know what, when I was in the hospital, or in the clinic alone, I went in the hospital alone, and I was, a bit, like, I have a big, I was afraid. In short, I was afraid. And there's so many locals talking to me. Oh, you're Filipino? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, you will die. They are kidding me like that, and it makes me so. I was disturbed, and you know what? I was very afraid. I was very afraid of what happened. But after 2 months, I saw my application, my Tamakan application. It's all green, so it's very safe for me to go out and work. And then that's it. I had that apps until here, when I got back here after 2 years. But my phone was exploded, and the apps, I tried to retrieve my information. I downloaded again the application. I sent an email to the Department of Health in Saudi Arabia. They replied, they feed me back, and then they're telling me that you have to directly call this number. But you know what, calling from here in uh, a personal contact number of any department is very expensive. So I decided to stop, because aside from that, there's no use for me to call or have that, because the documentation with regards to COVID-19 is already done. And you know what, guys, in Saudi Arabia before, during the pandemic, there's so many Filipino guys who went out without mask. And you know what, if the street cameras catch them, immediately they will be deducted. They will, like, for example, me, I went to the market or Bacala without mask. If And I was monitored, if someone saw me in the street camera, immediately as a blink, like, sorry for the saliva, abruptly you will receive a message that you someone saw you in the camera without mask, and automatically, during your salary, it will be deducted without any supporting details or investigate. You will be deducted from the time that you will receive the money. That's how Saudi Arabia is so high tech and accurate when it comes to policy. That's why you have to be careful in every. Miss Saliva is already flashing out. I saw it. Uh, I was fixing the documentation and the transfer title of our property here in Bulacan today. No, not today. As of the moment. But good thing that still process like that. But you know, it takes a lot of time, and waiting like this, blah blah. But if only I finish this transactions or this transfer, I'd already working, applying overseas. I don't know where I'm going to apply. I hope that I still be accepted. Um, I don't know if in God's will that I will be working again overseas. But my mind, my heart, my feelings, how I feel today is already uh 60-40%. 60 yes, 40% no. I still want to work for me to have my own money, but it's okay if I don't work. But if I don't work, I was thinking about my mother who was now in province, because she still wants me to work abroad, because um there's a lot of things that I need to fix in our house in province in Zambales. And aside from that, she still wants to have some remittance like that. She still wants some things, new things when I got back home, because and I want to share to you guys, when I got back here from my third contract in Saudi Arabia, there's no things that I'd buy, like my property. No, I didn't buy anything. But I did when I was in Saudi Arabia. I bought watches for my mother and for my siblings. There's six, and my mother, that's seven. I spent 78,000. 88, I don't know. I think I spent 78,000. And then when I get back here, I give a bit help to my younger sister, but they will surely pay me back when when the right time comes. It's not a gift. It's I just lend them because they need, and they promise that they will pay me back. My younger brother, my younger sister, and my older sister, and I spent 1,000 for my mother's birthday. Not that 50,000 for just a birthday. It's buying some things, food, like this, blah blah, how many times. And then I got back here, and when my like when I already settled things in my mother's side, I had to work on my personal life. So I went back to here in Bulacan, and fix things, and oh, thank you so much for that 4 million. We're still there. Why you're not commenting, guys, for you to be shout out? You're only watching me. Come on, I only have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I only have 10 comments. Oh my god. Come on. And about my hair, look at that. My hair is already uh I was balding. I lose hair a lot when I was in Saudi Arabia. Because when I was in Saudi, guys, we opened Park Avenue, and then I opened with my some of my colleagues, two branch in Al Wafa and Al Akik. And I had a training. It's not a training for me. It's not a training for me because I already know what I'm going to do. They just don't know what I can. I let them know me when I was in Al Akik, but when I got in Al Akik, that was the time that they are taking some stuff, because of the expansion. But if I will be on the lead of the team, like for example, if I will be the area manager, because based on what I saw, they are they did the mistakes when it comes to staffing, because they are investing in the wrong stuff. I had to see something. Wait a minute. They are investing, like, I will explain. They need some barista, waiter who has a well knowledge, actually well knowledge, like a background when it comes to coffee shop. Even not being a barista, just like being completely responsible when it comes to fixing, implementing cleanliness. That's the problem I saw. Because they what they did is they released them na post in 2 hours. What they did is they hired a lot of staff, which, like, this not being racist, from Sri Lanka, India, whose title is like a cleaner, and then they will put those guys in a branch, and the contract of those guys are cleaner. So those guys will not going to work as a barista because their salary is first different from being a barista to cleaner. Like for example, for me, I was hired as a waiter, and then they put me in being a barista. Although I have a background, but not all guys have the same mind they have the same as of mind that I'm going to help for the sake of the company progress and growth to achieve their goals. And mentality of other nations, races, is different from us, from Filipino. Like for example, me, when I was when I was still a staff in Alakik, we are actually one, two, three, one, two, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. The staff in Alakik was eight, seven, eight, including the manager. During the times that I was still a staff, but during my time, you know what, guys? This the crazy things. This things I didn't forget. When I was there working as a manager, what they did is decreases the staff. They decrease the manpower. Like, uh, we're only four. They removed three staffs. Those are the, how they play the situation. Because I don't know, but based on what I've saw and what I've heard today, overdose sunk. They only have one branch in Park Avenue, the Monster, where I was molded. But those other branch, they all sank because they don't have quality. They don't have quality staffs like us. I work as a manager. I work as a cleaner. I work as a barista. In the morning, I can work alone. Like, I was a barista, I was the cashier. I work in the kitchen, I prepare all the backups. I clean the workplace, I clean the store. And at the same time, I was doing managerial job inside the office, banking, schedules, order, maintenance, store issues, meetings, report. And the last quarter of my contract in overdose, I also work as the personal assistance of the incoming operation hub, Mr. Defula. I was working in two laptops. I was working in two emails. I do hold two emails. When he gave me his emails, I read, no mistaken, 477 emails in 1 week. I have to read those 477 emails one by one for me to understand, for me to be in the flow of his work in his workflow. After a week, I finished reading all the emails, and then I compiled all reports, and then I helped him, And I don't know if they only play us because our contract from here is waiter, and then when we get there, they promoted us as a supervisor, and then to be in to be a manager. Although there's a formality, and if you have time, try to watch those vlogs I had when I was attending the managerial meeting in the Tamkin Tower that is in Riyadh. That's the building, brown building, like Arab lady, you know. You can watch that on my uploaded vlogs. I can work, I was like a ping pong ball, working from side to side. But it's not hard for me because when I was in Petromin, I work as a staff, cashier, like in a ping pong ball. I was the in charge of the Rabea branch before. That's why those strategies, those movements, not hard for me. It's not new for me. I can work well on that because I've been there in the situation before. You know what, guys? I felt very sad when I was in overdose. Like I took a day off, and then the next day, we received a message that we will not going to work anymore in overdose. We will going to meet the of the service that our agency sent because they will going to take us and take back on the agency. Uh, I called my boss, Mr. Defla. I told him to do something because I don't want to leave. I don't want to go. I want to finish my contract in overdose because I learned a lot, and I was very happy working in overdose. I was very happy, but nothing's happened. I don't know. I think that was the things that the management didn't see when a transfer of new from the old transfer to new management. They didn't check the background. They didn't had a background check on the situation of the staffing from the agency because overdose are taking staff from the agency. They don't had a although they have several uh, direct hired employee here in the Philippines. They took their man-force in the agency, which is for me, which is not good. Why? Because uh, staff from the agency had this mindset of, if I don't like you, I'll go back to agency. Those are the things that they did, but that those are things or factors that they don't see or notice in the operation. For like, because on my opinion, I have a lot of friends. If if they felt something on the boss, on the if they get tired, although it's natural, the next day they will not come to work. You know what? And I also experienced when I got there in Park Avenue. When I was there in Park Avenue, uh, during the early season, like we all have a overtime. We are taking overtime actually, and then during the salary time, this overtime will not be paid uh, monthly. You have to wait 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. They are paying it 4 months, which is not good to for the side of those staffs because you know we came there to have salary, to have extra money. Why are we going to let them work? Why would we let them push us to work without any payments? Like in Park Avenue, the work there in Park Avenue, that branch is not easy. Almost all staffs is quitting that branch. When I was there, we are taking overtime every night, and then they are not paying it regularly. So the staff stopped taking overtime until I was the only one taking overtime because I know how I know the operation. Like when I was there, I was working in service area, cleaner. You know what? I was fixing things I saw which need to be fixed. Although it's not on my job description, but as a part of a team because no one going to do it, I'm doing it. I was like putting myself as a model because I want the newcomers, these colleagues, some other colleagues to saw and have a concern. Uh, you know what? I want to plant seeds on their heart and minds to voluntarily to be a part of a team. Like even there's no one telling them to do this, to do that, they're going to do it with themselves. So I was the one who was like, I'm not putting myself in a grace, you know, I'm not putting myself in a pedestal, but I was the last one staff who was taking overtime. I experienced, I was the barista, the area manager was the cashier, and my manager is the server and cleaner. I experienced that. Mr. Rajesh, Mr. Ali, and me. During that time, I was the staff, and I was working as a server, and then I noticed that the stop the start the start point of the operation was in kitchen in the kitchen. So I tried to talk to Mr. Ali, which he was the area manager before. I talked to him to I want to work in the kitchen because that was the start point of the operation. So we talked, and then I explained, and then like this blah blah blah, and then he got my skeletal system, not skeletal system, like he got the abstract of what I'm telling him, what I'm suggesting him. So he told me to, you will work here like Jerry, like this, blah blah blah, and it happens, you know, guys. I organize the I organized the order, receiving, backups, cleaning, documentation. I segregated and I put labels, and then these are the changes. And then I worked there for 3 months, and then that time a lot of Filipinos was working with me because we are very strong. Like we have Mark, Julie, RJ, uh, John, Kasim, and some other Filipinos I forgot, Wilham. We are very strong, and we are very strong because Filipinos are very flexible and very well minded when it comes to work. So my manager had a 3 consecutive hours, which he was the best manager for 3 consecutive months. He got that when we got there. So after that 3 months, Mr. Defula told me that, Jerry, come and join me. We will open a branch. So I was with him. You know what, guys? When Mr. Defula told me that, I have a doubt that he will going to, to put me in front of the line. I have a doubt on me. I personally told him that I don't wanna go, boss, and actually I have a doubts on what you're going to me. I know that he will promote me, but I know that it will not happen. It's just like, Jerry, like this, blah 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 blah. And then I told him, no sir, I don't want. And then you know what he told me back? What he responded to me? It's an shame of me. It's a shame for me if you will uh, refuse this offer because your name was on the first on the list. I told them that you'll be promoted, but I feel it will not happen. And what I told him is, even with or without promotion, I will help you. So he took me, and I was very happy, guys, because you know what? Um, what's on my mind is an overtime. Although they paid all my overtime, but not on a daily basis. Like I'm still waiting. You know what? When I was Mr. Jerry, I had an overtime for 3 months. I stopped talking to Mr. Ali and told him, and he asked me one day, Jerry, what's happening? Why you're not talking to me? And then I didn't responded. I just saw him that I was I was like irritated. I don't wanna see him. I don't wanna talk to him because even if I'm not going to tell him that he's a liar, but I want him to notice that he's a liar. But after that, when he talked to me, Jerry, like this, who told you that your overtime will not be paid. I will fire him in the HR department like this, blah blah. I took the screenshot of my overtime, and you know what? Me and Najer received the full payment of our overtime, but not on the daily basis. We wait maybe 4 months or 6 months after we receive the payment of the overtime that we had in Park Avenue. I received that when I already in Alakik. It's a long time. We already wait maybe 6 months, but still they pay it. But even they paid for it. I think there's something, you know. And aside from that, the operation sank when we left. The operation sank. Why? Because the profit is not proportion to the manforce. Like for example, they hired a lot of Saudi managers. They are going to receive 10,000 real, 8,000 real, 9,000 real. Compared to us as a Filipino, me the highest salary I receive is 3,600 for a month, and I am doing a lot of tasks like a manager, a staff, cleaner. Saudi managers are not going to do that. Like for example, during my times in Park Avenue, we are all stopped working without any supervision from supervisor or manager. Mr. Ali is coming in Park Avenue maybe once in a month because there's no managers in every branch. But the operation is running smoothly because of the concern that we have, like our initiatives of each other, like initiative of a team, because that's why the operation is running smoothly. They like earning too much without planting anything, like you know the logic of the operation. That's why when we left and that agency took us, pulled us out abruptly without saying that uh, all the staffs from initial were going to be uh, pull out this date. No, they didn't say that. They didn't they don't inform the company. That's why when we left, oh my God, they all sank. They all cry out because no one will going to work for them. And you know what, guys? When I was in, we will already pulled out, and I stayed the month in the agency with without work and with uh, I know I stayed in agency for yes, for a month. I received a salary, and then they want me to work in the restaurants as a staff, as a waiter, with 2,500 SR for salary for a month. But they want me to extend. No, I told them no, I wanna go back home. You wanna go work as a cleaner? They asked me, and then I told them yes. I worked as a cleaner for 2 months before I got back here, and before I got back here. And during my times when I was a cleaner, is from exit 8, they transferred me to exit 17. It's 60 real for taxi fare when you got back in the agency. So it's very far. I experienced when I went to the agency, the head, the manager told the agency, told all the people inside the office, don't help him. He don't want to help me. But I didn't quit. I stayed in the office, and I looked for someone who can help me. That's Mr. Imon. And then Mr. Imon took my papers and give to Mr. Nuskan. Although Mr. Nuskan shouted me, but I'm not afraid. Like I bowed on him. No, I I show him that I was there for my right, and I told him that don't shout me because my contract is a waiter, not to be shout by you. I answered all his word in a calm, in a smooth, and you know, in a well-educated people, in a well-educated way of answering his words, because I experienced discrimination. But you know what? We can't do anything. If you will be you will be in the other countries and you will be discriminated and you don't have enough force to fight, just calm down and let the time set everything. If you will not lose anything, don't fight because it's a big loss. It's a bigger loss for you. Oh, it's already. Already had a almost. Oh, it's already 1 hour of my life. I enjoy talking alone. Well, thank you so much, guys, for coming in. Until next vlog, till next live. It's already 1 hour since I started this talks. Thank you so much, guys, for. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Until next vlog. Until next live again.